What's going on, guys? To Intuitive 717, I am back with the Saucy Bossy in a Basket, and I'm going to dive into a message I've been getting for the Feminine Collective, and then I'll dive into how the masculines are feeling about you, Divine Feminine, as you transition to the next phase of the journey, I want to say. So, for many of you who have been actively detaching from the journey, I feel like naturally what happens is your masculine will start to then align. And for many of the Divine Feminines who I feel like there's new love wanting to come towards you, new experiences, and your heart is open to this, I feel like this reading is going to be a warning about your masculine's energy trying to maybe block this new beginning from happening. And many of you will find that will happen to you on certain parts of the journey where you'll get to a point where your heart will be open to experiencing something new. But then you feel your masculine's energy coming in very, very strongly, and then it gets confusing because then you're stuck in this place of, do I move forward with these new experiences or do I hold space for this divine masculine? And what I want to say too is waiting creates stagnancy. So I want to know what the romance angels have to say about this energy, or what advice they have for the divine feminines. Okay, many of you are attracting new love. It's because your vibration is opening up, you're letting go, you're detaching, you're not stuck to an outcome. There's this beautiful creative, magnetic, arousing energy coming from the divine feminines. So let's see what your best course of action is here, divine feminine. Okay, so reconciliation is going to be this past person returning, which is your divine masculine. So be mindful of that as you move forward, divine feminine, and draw healthy boundaries. Look at where you've been repeating patterns when it comes to integrating with your divine masculine and separating and integrating. If reconciliation is coming through as you're wanting to move forward, be very mindful. Look at where your masculines are at on the journey and don't, completely drop that guard. Okay. We have deception. Okay, so definitely here, be mindful. Finances and career as well could be a factor that's affecting your love life right now. I feel like this could be you wanting to move in a different direction. Many of you may be wanting to take a new opportunity and move somewhere, and I feel like the closer you get to that decision, you could live in the same city or town as your divine masculine, but it's like the closer you get to making a decision around change, that's when we get the reconciliation coming through. But we also have engagement, which is your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So I feel like a lot of you are being challenged on the twin flame journey to stay true to yourself. And even if your masculine energy is felt very strongly, there is a sense of grounding that the divine feminines would have to do, because someone is still wearing a false mask. Even though they want to come back and reconcile, I feel like they want to come back and reconcile because they see that you're about to flourish in a new opportunity. Okay. What's your best advice when dealing with the masculines, divine feminine? Okay, we have disharmony, triggers, and conflict here coming up. Okay, so this is definitely somebody who I feel wants to trigger you. They want to create conflict. They want to create a sense of you maybe being unsure. But I do also sense it's like a test coming through from the universe, which is, you know how you feel towards your masculine, but when you really look at what's happening in the connection, is that what you want? Is that how you want things to play out? And I feel like the answer for many of you is no. There is a lot of disharmony. There's conflict. There's triggers. Maybe there's third parties. And I feel like at the end of the day, a lot of you are like, this is not what this twin flame thing is supposed to be all about. There's a part of the puzzle here that's missing, and I feel like that piece is like taking that new opportunity, divine feminine. What's your energy like? What is your energy like, divine feminine? Look at that. We have celebration, gifts, and abundance. I feel like many of you are to move forward and take that new opportunity. It's meant to create like fire under this divine masculine's butt, so to speak, because what I'm getting is it's going to force them to get out of this deception energy. because I feel like by you moving away, like I'm getting very heavily here with the finances and career card, like the divine feminines are ready for an opportunity that's going to take you away or remove you from the heavy energies that you've been dealing with the twin flame journey and your masculine. I'm getting heavily to like even third party situations. I'm getting that the universe is literally pulling you out of that and creating new experiences for you to ascend in some way. Many of you are attracting true love. I feel like you've done it on your own for a long time as well. Whoever's watching this, when it comes to finances and career, you've done quite a lot of balancing on your own. And it's like you're sitting in the space of readiness. And I feel like the universe is I see a hand literally picking you guys up out and putting you into like a different place, a different town, like many of you may be moving. I don't know if some of you may be relocating. Even the energy of like being in a new space and a new home is going to create a lot of abundance for you. This may be unexpected as well, coming through for you with the gifts as well, divine feminine, but this is what I feel like a lot of you are headed towards new opportunities. You're being seen as like you're flourishing, you're doing well for yourself. And part of doing well for yourself has been detaching from your divine masculine, letting go of this journey the way that it is right now. And I feel like many of you are like, you're curious to see what's new, like what's next, what else is out there for me aside from this experience with my divine masculine. But I feel like, again, the minute you guys start doing that and you start attracting new love and you start moving forward, there's your masculine energy right behind you. So it's going to be really important to draw boundaries at this time. And what I mean by that too, guys, it's like you don't have to answer like their text messages. You don't have to answer their calls. You don't have to entertain them. You will literally feel them pulling on your energy. It feels very heavy when you do get communication from them. When you get, a message late at night and you wake up in the morning and you see like, they've texted you at like 3 or 4 in the morning. You might be really tempted to reach back out. But I feel like for a lot of you, you have beautiful experiences that are coming your way, and this really does feel like a test. Like it is your time to finally draw this boundary with your masculine, so that way you feel a sense of relief. Let's get some tarot on it. What is your advice when dealing with communication that's coming up from this divine masculine? Okay, so we're getting the King of Swords here for the divine feminines. Okay, and the energy in this in itself is I feel like a lot of strength, okay, gaining a lot of clarity, and then having the courage to execute. Okay, you're not mixing matters anymore, and I feel like the King of Swords is coming out for you because I brought up the word boundary, and it's going to be really difficult for many of you to have that conversation, or to even just ignore their attempts to reach out to you. That's going to be difficult for some of you, but I do feel like there is some significance in doing that on your journey. It's like letting go of your masculine, but it's like, you're not necessarily detaching in the sense where you forget them completely, because as many of us know on the twin flame journey, you always feel their energy with you no matter what. But I feel like having the strength to like stop communicating, like drawing healthy boundaries. I'm not going to communicate with you if you're in this third party situation, or if you're going to be in and out. Obviously there's a lot for you to work on. Like many of you are not going along for the ride with this divine masculine. Like that King of Swords energy is putting a stop to it, like right then and there. No ifs, ands, or buts. No let me think about it. King of Swords is just, this needs to be done, let's do it. So that's your best course of action, divine feminine. And I feel like it is a big indicator as well of the deception. Like what I'm getting is you're not going to be deceived because you're in this King of Swords energy, but I feel like because somebody sees you getting ready to celebrate, maybe even like getting ready to date, like many of you are, like you've been stagnant for a while in that area, you've been celibate for quite some time, but again, I feel like the universe is providing you with gifts and abundance and new experiences that even you in your heart space you can't ignore. Because I feel like a lot of you have said for a really long time that it's like you're not able to feel anything for anyone else but your divine masculine. I'm getting like many of you are not in control of that. The universe has a big role to play in helping you to release and to purge, and the more you release and purge, the more open your heart is for new experiences. Okay. Okay, I was going to ask what is the best advice for your masculine's energy here, and we are getting the Hanged Man. I feel like this is the energy you're most likely going to leave them in, which is stumped. And putting them to think. I feel like this puts them out of the deception energy when they go into the Hanged Man, because it's all about perspective. It's all about going back to the drawing board. And I really do feel like that is probably the best advice here for your masculines. If a lot of you are in this King of Swords energy, they're going to have no choice but to, like, I'm hearing reapproach or re-strategize, or really just take it easy and hone in on their own energy right now, because that's what you're doing. The Hanged Man tells me too, like, a lot of your masculines could be in this obsessive energy over watching you, seeing what it is you're up to, what your next moves are, because energetically they can feel you getting ready to move on. Let's see what's coming up for the Divine Feminine. If you guys are in this King of Swords energy and you move forward, what's coming up for you? What can you guys look forward to? What's the feminine looking forward to? Yeah, definitely new beginnings here, because we have the Ace of Wands, and it goes hand in hand with the gifts that many of you are receiving at this time. Ace too is like the beginning of something, and I feel too with Wands energy, it's going to be a lot more purposeful. This may have to do with a relationship that you're getting into, Divine Feminine. Like, I feel like a lot of you have done the inner work where you're very clear on what it is you want this time around. Like, the energy, like, it goes so much deeper than just the way you feel about someone based off of, like, let's say their looks, or just that surface level attraction. I feel like for many of you, the next time you attract new love, it's going to be very, very intentional. Okay, because yeah, this represents the inner work that many of you have done. I feel too, peace is a big thing for the Divine Feminine right now on this journey. Like, you're so confident in what it is you want, who it is you are, and it's leaving this Divine Masculine to slowly have to take this mask off, because, and this is why I'm getting that many of you have released this Divine Masculine, because with them wearing the mask and with you being there with them, it would never fully connect with your masculines wearing a mask. I feel like you crave authenticity, because you yourself, that's the inner work that you've done. You've shed so many layers that you're ready to just be fully authentic. It's like you want someone to see you for who it is you are, and you want your masculines to see that. And if they don't, or they're taking you along on some kind of ride or some kind of game, the Divine Feminine, the true Divine Feminine, you'll always kind of bump heads with that, no matter how magnetic this Divine Masculine is. If it's time for you to draw boundaries, that King of Swords energy will come out. Okay, so a lot of you are in a state of peace, Divine Feminine. You're very sure of what it is you want, and at this time I feel like you're finally admitting to yourself, like, it's not your Divine Masculine, not like this. Okay, and that is what is kind of lighting the fire under their energy to take off this deception mask. And I feel like that's what was missing. Okay, because the energy I get is like many of you, really wanting, craving alignment or connection with this masculine, but it never really felt quite right. But it's because of that mask, and it took a lot of courage for this Divine Masculine this Divine Feminine, sorry, to walk away, or to walk away from it, or to release it and say, you know what, I leave it in the universe's hands. I've walked the path to the point where, this is as far as I can go. And you're truly letting go. It is, it's a beautiful magnetic energy here coming from the Divine Feminines in this detachment. I'm going to end off the reading by asking for what's coming up in these gifts and abundance and celebration for the Divine Feminine. Okay, so we have calling in your soulmate, and we have children. Okay, so I'm going to end this off by saying that I do feel like for many of you who, and it's not going to resonate for everyone, but you have certain things that you want in your heart, and I feel like the universe sees it, and it's on its way. Okay, this could have something to do with children. manifesting your children, or I'm hearing manifesting something or a dream or a goal or a desire that you've had since you were a child. But true love is very important to this divine feminine. Like that soulmate kind of love is something that your heart craves. And I feel like many of you have gotten a glimpse of it on this journey, but you've experienced sheer disappointment as well with the masculine collective. But that's been for a big reason, is to help your soul grow, especially in the areas of drawing boundaries and recognizing, although there is this chemistry, there is this passion, there is this attraction, what am I actually seeing physically in front of me? And is it reciprocating what it is I truly desire, what it is I want? And many of you have asked yourself this question, and stepping away from the journey is, I feel like you're calling in true love, however that's going to manifest for you. Even if it's with this masculine going through some kind of awakening, or or them actually having to see you attract this new love into your life, a new family, everything that your heart desires. And I feel like that's going to be specific for many of you, where that is hidden. Like this is something that you crave, this is something that you want. Sometimes you may find yourself asking the universe, like, am I ever going to experience that? And I feel like the universe is saying you have to close one door in order for another to open, but only you will know what that truly means, divine feminine. Okay, so it's not that you're walking away or you're letting go. The connection always exists, but if you can feel that tumultuous energy and you know that there is deception there is no reciprocation, then the power lies within your hands to detach and then see where that takes you. All right, guys, so that's what I have for you for this short check-in. I hope you guys enjoy. Take it easy, and I'll catch you guys in the next one, okay? Bye, guys.